So once launch is completed, we are login, and after that we want to click the flight, book the flight means I click the flight button, and after that it is asking for the like departure city, arrival city. You need to select for the any one of the departure city and arrival city. You can select, and departure date also. If you want change means you can change the date also. It is possible to change the date, and if you want change for the return date also, you can possible to change. And as same to the seating preferences, if you want seating preference windows or none, or type of seat is a business or coach, you can select any one of the fine. Okay, and click on continue. So you can observe, see, departing from the London to Los Angeles 19/6 and 2022 means September 16th. We have the these all available flights. So these are the timings, this is the cost. So you need to select for the any one of the flight and click on continue. See, this is the payment details. So you need to fill the payment details, like what is the street address. You can give for the street address some KPHP. Okay, phase 1. Okay, and same to the city, Hyderabad. Okay, and you can give for the credit card number and the expire date of the credit card. So, and after that continue. See, thank you for booking through web tour application, means our ticket is booked successfully. So our business flow sign off. So this is our business flow. Using for the our load runner tool is we have the 5 components I explained, right? What are their virtual user generator. So this virtual user generator, which purpose we can use means we want to record the business flow point of view, we can use for the that one. So now I will open the virtual user generator. See, once you can install the software, you are able to see the virtual user generator. This is the virtual generator. Just you can open this. Okay, see, this is the virtual user generator. Virtual user generator means just we want to record the business flow and generate for the script statement purpose. We can use for the virtual user generator. So how to we can record, I will explain for today class. Okay, so once you can open the virtual user generator, window will open like this. So this is the recent activity, means previous what are the scripts you completed, all it will display here. This is the new means version to version, they will add for the some new features. So what are the new features added? If you want means you can go through this and you need to look on this. Okay, and going to now we want to create new script, means this is the add new script. You can click on that plus icon, automatically your new script will be one pop-up will come. Otherwise you can go to the file and click on new script, and solution also will get for that. So now I'm clicking for the add new script. Once click on new script, it will say create new script. It will display for the this is the protocols. What is the protocol means? It is a communication between the application to tool. So for example, you need to record the script means some protocol need. For example, you are doing for the any SAP application, then you need to select for the SAP protocol. You are doing any Oracle application, then you can select for the Oracle application. Maybe you are doing for the web application. Web application means any web application like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, banking applications, insurance applications, healthcare applications. So these all will be web-based application only. Most of the projects will be web-based applications only will be there. So you need to select for the protocol web HTTP HTML protocol. Which protocol we need to select? Web HTTP HTML protocol. And after that we need to give for the script name. So this is our script. WebTour application name is WebTour. In that WebTour, what we are doing? What we are doing in WebTour? We are booking the ticket, right? Flight booking, right? So you can give for the name also properly. WebTour application name underscore what we are doing, flight booking. Flight booking, and you can give for the date, today date you can give. Maybe tomorrow you will come, then you know for the okay, this is the yesterday done. Okay, and click on create button. Just once we can click on plus button, we are able to see the this protocol section. You can select for the web HTML, and after that you can give for the script name, click on create button. See, once you can click on create button, it will open the window like this. So now you want to record the business flow means this is the record button. Everyone able to see? This is the record button. Just click on that record button. Once we can click on the record button, see record where we are recording, web browser we are recording. So that is why web browser we are selected. Maybe you are doing Windows, you can select Windows. Maybe you are doing for the remote, you can select remote. But we can do for the web only, right? So that is why you can select for the web. So here application nothing but different type of browsers we have like Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome. So these all will be different type of browsers will be there. You can select any one of the browser is fine. So now I am selecting for the okay, Mozilla Firefox. I will select okay, and after that you can observe URL. So this is the important for URL. So which application you are testing, you need to give for that URL. So this is the web tour URL. Okay, for example, we are doing for the Facebook application, then you need to give for the www.facebook.com. So you need to give for the which application you are testing, you need to give for that application URL. Maybe you are doing for the ICICI Bank application, then which URL we need to give? www.iccibank.com. So now we are doing for the web tour application, right? You can give for the web tour application. You can control C and you can give for the URL here. This is the URL. So after that, you want to start recording means once you can click on start record button, what will happen means which browser you are selected, that browser automatically open with this URL. See, now you can observe once you can click on start recording, which browser we are selected, Mozilla Firefox, right? You can observe this is the recording is started and it will opening our browser. See what see, this is the Mozilla Firefox browser, it is opening. Which URL we are selected, that URL automatically invoke, no need to enter manually this URL. See which URL we are given, web tour URL we are given. See the web tour URL will be opening. So browser will be, you can select any browser. Maybe you have the Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge or Internet Explorer, which browser you want, you can select that browser. So automatically it will be our URL will be open and after that we need to start our recording. So you can observe already recording is started. That is why these events is going right to 68 means your recording will be started. So you should wait for the until page will be load for the launch is completed. Then after that you need to perform how we done for the manually, right? For here, see it is a launch is completed. It will be look like this way. And after that you can do for the login. Same way you can do for here also. I think this okay, I'm stopping. Maybe this is the private URL, private browser. So I'm stopping. Cancel. Again, we can record in the, we can change browser. Again, this is the record button and you can change browser means you can select for the Google Chrome. And this is the URL and again start recording, click on, okay. Then automatically, which browser we are selected now? Automatically see the events will be started and which browser you are selected, that browser is automatically open. See, so launch is completed or not? So launch is completed. Next, what we are doing? So there, everyone will be there. Okay, what we are doing login, right? Just you can give for the transaction name. We can call it as each and every. We can call it as a transaction. We are doing login. Just give it as a name as login, and you can give for the username password Jojo and Bean. And click on login button. See, login is completed. After the login, what we need to do, we can click on flight. So before click on flight, already we are done for the login, right? You can end these transactions. See, you can observe, I can keep it here. Insert end transaction means we need to end this transaction. Login is completed. You need to end login. So after login, what we are doing, click on flight. You can select this and enter for the transaction name is click on flights. See, this is the flights button. Just click on flights. See, click on flight is completed, right? What you need to do, you need to end the transaction is click on flight. So now which transaction we need to do? Find flight, because we are finding the flight, right? You can give it as a name, find flight, and click on OK. Start transaction you are given. Now you can perform your action. Like you need to select for the departure city, arrival city. If you want change date and means you can change it. Otherwise, no problem. Okay, click on continue. See, I'm not ending the transaction find flight because this is also belongs to this find flight transaction only. So I am not ending this one. Then I am performing for the action. Like I am selecting for the different flight. Click and continue. See, now our transaction is completed for the find flight. You can end this. And again, you need to start transaction. What transaction? Payment details. So you can give it as a transaction name, payment details, and click on OK. Then you can perform the action. Okay. And we'll give for the credit card number and give for the expiry date of the credit card and click on continue. See, payment is completed, right? You need to end the payment. So our business scenario will be ticket booking is our business scenario. So ticket up to ticket booking is completed. Now I want to close this application. Means before that you need to sign up, right? So that is also one of the transaction. You can give for the transaction name is a sign off. Sign off and click on OK and click on sign off. Okay, once sign off is completed, you can end the transaction sign off. And now our entire business flow is completed. You need to stop recording. Means this is the stop recording button. Just click on stop recording button. So once you can stop recording button, the code will be automatically generated. No need to write manually anything. 0 line also we no need to write. So once recording stop, right, you can go to the action. Everything code is recorded in the action part. And we are able to see the each and every code, what this code belongs to. See, this is the launch part. And after launch, we have what we done. The last start transaction login means login is started here. And we are ended also. See, it's login ended here. See, we are given username and password. Jojo Bean we are given. See, this is the login section code. And after that, what we did, we are click on the flights. See, click on the flights, set flight button. So it is ended for here. And after that, what we did, we are finding the flight. See, allow start transaction, find flight, and we are selecting for the departure city, arrival city, and we are selected for the seat preferences, seat type we are given. See, by seeing also we need to identify the okay, this code is belongs to the find flight or reservation details. And after that, we are selected for the flight 142 flight. You are selected. And after that, finally, we need to do for the payment details. See, a last start transaction payment, and you are entered for the first name, last name, and address 1, address 2, credit card number, and expiry date of the credit card you are entered. And final thing, see, it is a ended payment up to this. And after payment is ended, so this is the sign off. See, everything is recorded or not. What we did in manually in front end, automatically everything will be recorded, right? So now, for example, we are missed for the launch transaction. So for example, we'll execute first and we'll see that how it will be execute the test. So you are executing the test means we have the runtime settings will be there. In that we have the logs will be there. Every time we need to keep the external logs and parameter substitution. Then you can save it. And again go to here, and this is the replay button. Like we want to replay the script means you can click on this button. See, now you can observe initializing application means our URL will be opening. See, it's login, flight booking, payment done, and sign off is complete. See, your script will be passed. Now you can observe each and every transaction. What are the transaction names you are given, came or not? You can observe login, click on flight, find flight, payment details, sign off. How many times it has happened? Each and every we are given only one time, that is what is executed one time. But you can observe we don't have launch transaction here because you are not given while during the recording time. So we know further this is the start transaction for the login miss, then the above is the this is the launch transaction. So if you miss any transaction, you come to here and you need to give for the start, and manually also we can give. This is the start transaction, this is the end transaction. Click on start transaction and give it as a name, launch URL. What is the name you are given in start transaction name? Same name you need to give for the end transaction also. After this, this is the ending here, and you can click on cursor and click on end transaction. See, in double colon place, what is the name you are given in an LR start transaction? Same name you need to give for here. So now we'll execute again. See, now you can observe launch transaction, login, click on flight, find flight, everything is came. Now you can observe only we are executed one user. So one user launch is how much time is taken. See, you can observe hours, minutes, seconds, milliseconds. So one user, it is a launch is happen for the 801 milliseconds. Login is a 277. Click on flight is a 568. Find flight is a 428. Payment is a 230. Sign up is a 323. So now you can like why we are giving start and end transaction means you want to measure the particular transaction response time. So you need to must give for the transaction LR start and end transaction. Then only calculate for the your response time of the each and every transaction. So you can go to the replay summary. You can see each and every transaction. We are able to see the what is the average response time of the each and every transaction. So maybe you want to execute for the more, like you can come to the runtime settings. You have the run logic is there. For example, I want to execute 5 times. You can give for the 5 and save it. You can run. You can observe 5 times will be launch happen, login, again flight booking, again logout. It is happen. So you can observe again login, again flight booking, again logout. Like this, it will happen for the 5 times. Because we are given for the execute for the 5 times. See, your script will be passed. See, now you can observe how many times we are executed. You can observe here 5 times we are executed. So 5 times 5 users average launch is happen 351. Login is happen 252. So now you guys will be clear, right? Like which purpose we can use start and end transaction. To measure the response time point of view, we can use for the start and end transaction. If you not given start transaction, your transaction will be not calculated. So now you understand, you both. So how we recorded, and after that which code is generated. Okay, so like this, it is enter what you did in there. Everything is recorded up to sign off with the transaction. So based on the transaction only, you are able to see the results also. See, 5 times you are executed each and every scenario. Like launch is happen 5 times, login is 5 times, and click on five items and find flight 5 times and payment details is 5 times, sign off will be 5 times. So 5 times will be, this is the average response time of each and every transaction. Otherwise, you can observe in here also in our output window. So this is also important. We need to observe for output window also. See, starting iteration 1 means first user will be starting here, and it is a transaction launch is started here. So after launch is started and ended, transaction launch URL ended with pause status, and this is the duration it is took for the 0.53376 milliseconds is taken. In that, some waste time also will be there. So that is why you can observe here. This is the launch, right? For here, you can observe 0.75 it is scale. So this is the actual 0.5376 it is came for here. But why it is difference means this is the single user point of view. This is the 500 users average response time. Sorry, this is the 5 users average response time will be 0.351. So again, you can observe after launch is completed, again transaction is a login is started and the login is ended with the pause status and duration took for this time. And after that, next transaction click on flight started. And after that, click on flight will be ended with the pause status and duration. And find flight is started. After that, it is a ended find flight. And final payment details started and payment ended. And final transaction sign off is started and sign off is ended. See, sign off ended. See, one time it is executed, then second time, second user, like second iteration. We can call it as iteration. Iteration nothing but entire business flow, we can call it as a one iteration. And second iteration means again one more iteration it will happen. Again launch is happen, again login happen, again click on flight it will happen, and again, so it will be like this. How many times you are given in the runtime settings? See, ending iteration 3 and starting iteration 4. And you can observe final also ending iteration and ending iteration will be 5. So like this will be record the script, and after record the script we can do further some scripting enhancements, like we want to execute with the multiple users, right? As a perform testing nothing but we want to execute for the multiple user point of view. So that point of view, what we need to do, we need for the more test data like most username and password. So where we can keep, so that is the one of the enhancements, that is we can call it as a parameterization. So this will be, you can discuss on the next class. So I'm closing for today up to this, and tomorrow we'll meet same time and we'll continue for our scripting. Mastan and Udaysri, both any doubts?
No.
You are able to understand, Mastan?
Yes, Kiran.
Yeah, Uday? Okay. Okay, thank you for joining everyone. I will share in this video also in our document. Okay, you can go through that and prepare. Okay, thank you for joining. We'll meet tomorrow, same time. Bye.